View the of the Royal Rumble, and I would say that this was a show which was kind of a safe show, which was like WWE being that we didn't have a good year last time last year, then the decisions that we took in the rumbles last year were not good, so let's go with the options that the IWC majority of the IWC will either like or will not have that much problem with, and the casuals will be like very happy because a lot of casuals watch the rumble, like most casuals watch rumble. And like people who watched it last year was like, why didn't John win? Why did Charlotte win? And maybe this is a way that you can keep everyone happy. And also because they're going to Las Vegas again, so they need a marquee match, because if you're going to do Drew, Jacob, Cody night 2, though it can turn into a pretty great like mania level main event, but you need like a match where, if even if there is no story, you'll be like, take my money. And that is Roman Reigns versus CM Punk. Like that was the original plan last year, and which didn't happen. So they were like looking at Roman schedule, looking at CM Punk, how many years he has left. You don't know when you'll get the next chance. You're going to Las Vegas again, so you want like a marquee match for the world championship. This will have the world heavyweight championship also. And the thing is, if you have someone like a Roman, why not make money off of him? Like this was probably the safest option, because the thing is, uh, clearly they're sticking to their original plan, which is have Roman beat Punk at Mania for the World Heavyweight Championship, and have Braun Breaker defeat Roman Reigns for the World Heavyweight Championship at SummerSlam. And I think they're going to stick with that. And it's like they don't want to like experiment that much, because last year they experimented a lot, which didn't work for them. Unfortunately, they didn't have a good last year. So yeah, they went for the safer options. The thing that I will say, talking about the singles matches that happened, I think Drew versus Sammy did what it was supposed to do, which was to show that Drew is a killer. Like earlier, Drew's gimmick was that he's a psychopath. Like he can attack people due to his size and all. Like he attacked Punk in Chicago, left him bloodied, but he's still like that he's a coward. But what you see him after becoming a champion, he is all those things. But him having that killer edge, like him attacking Jacob and Cody at Saturday Night's main event, like him low blowing, even though it's like a heel move, but it's like, okay, he's a killer. Like, because people don't forget that if you don't add this killer edge, this is the same guy that won because he like left a cage through a door. He was the same guy who is a coward psychopath, but who lost to Jay and Jimmy on Raw and SmackDown last year. So it's like you need to give that extra edge to Drew McIntyre as a champion, to like fully being like, this is the undisputed champion of the WWE. And I think they have done a good job. I think the story of the match was basic, that Sammy's back got injured and he didn't even get a chance in the match. Like he got put through a table, Drew put him in the ring back. Then Sammy went for a surprise claymore, which you kind of could see because Sammy kind of looked at the camera like this, and then he was like, no, you look at me like right now, see what I'm gonna do to you. And he hit him with another claymore, and then even outside the ring, he was like, put my hand up when Sammy's looking directly at me. So like this gives him an added killer edge, which kind of like is missing from Drew, because he just loses all of his feuds and like always bitches and moans. So it's like this does establish him as a champion. I think Gunther versus AJ, I think the story was pretty straightforward that Gunther was just pummeling AJ, like blood was gushing out of AJ's arms. Those chops were very were very hurtful, and AJ was working on Gunther's legs throughout the whole match. I think I liked that the end was abrupt, like it was just one, And you could see that the referee was emotional throughout the match. Like, AJ, do you want to give up or not? And when it happened, you could feel like the dread that everyone got. Like, it's over now. And I think it hit more. Like, if it had three done, I don't think it would have hit as much. It had one like hand up and down. It worked well. Him not leaving the gloves behind in the ring kind of indicates to me that his WWE run is over. But I think he will do a last stint in AEW and TNA and then call it off. Even though Triple H says that AJ told him he is done, period, in ring. It can also be that he didn't leave the gloves in the ring because he wanted to do like the phenomenal thing and everything. But then it's like, I don't. I think it's a clear indication that when his contract expires in February, he is going to maybe like a 5 6 month contract with AEW. Then maybe he has his last match in December against Frankie at some TNA event, and then he calls it off. And maybe next year, he again goes into WWE. Maybe he gets a trainer contract or something, and then he goes into the Hall of Fame. I do think that's what's gonna happen with AJ Styles. This was probably one of the best wrestling careers of all time. He had a great WWE career as well. Those 2016-17 days, he proved everyone that maybe people may not know him, but he, like that John Cena storyline, him being world champion with Dean Ambrose, AJ, even that Ellsworth stuff, like the house that AJ Styles built. Even after that, his latest run with Dragon Lee, like reviving the Raw Tag Team division, him giving John Cena probably his best match of the retirement tour, him having those matches with Cody, which Cody needed when he just became champion. Even Roman needed those matches with AJ after he became champion, beating Triple H. So it's like, I'm thankful to you, AJ, and your memories will never be forgotten. You will live forever and you will always be phenomenal. And then going on to the next thing, which was the Women's Royal Rumble. I would say the thing is, I think I liked this match. It was fine, but I would say they did do things with the people, but it's just that it was not what I expected. Like, there were stuff that happened between Charlotte and Alexa, that Charlotte inadvertently eliminated Alexa Bliss with Nia Jax, and I'm glad Nia just killed a bunch of people but didn't throw him out. It was good because it was time to give that moniker to someone else, because we have seen it in every women's Royal Rumble. I'm glad they did that. I thought that Charlotte and Alexa story will probably be kind of like one of the main stories going out through the Rumble, but it ended pretty quickly. It did not go for that long. I'm happy that Kiana James got a pretty great showing. Like, she slammed Nia Jax and she got eliminated pretty late. Like, she got eliminated when like Raquel came out at number 19 or something. So she got a lot. She got more than Julia, and you can see they see a lot in her because like they didn't send her to NXT. She straight away came onto SmackDown, and her theme song actually suits her. They got her a boob job also, so they see a lot in her. Of course, Julia did eliminate like Zelina and I don't know who else. You had like Chelsea Green essentially doing the face spot that she was like she wanted to shake hands with Liv, but then Liv was not shaking, and then I think Liv slapped her or anything, and then Chelsea slapped her, and then she got mocked by the Judgment Day. Another thing I didn't like, that Roxanne Perez just got eliminated. Like, I thought that the story would be that Judgment Day will run havoc on the Women's Royal Rumble, and in the end, maybe during the final six, final seven, uh, you will start seeing things happening. The thing is, the Judgment Day dissension still happened. Like, Liv eliminated Raquel after Raquel eliminated Rhea. First of all, is Rhea okay? That fucking back bump scared the shit out of me. I hope she's okay. So they did do things, but I think they could have done better things there. Yeah, like stories were progress in the Women's Royal Rumble, and I think this Royal Rumble, it the dissensions between the tag teams didn't happen the way I thought it would, or storylines didn't progress the way that I thought it would, because I think we all booked in our minds like things would be dissensions would happen better than the way they did. Like Becky, I thought Becky would have a larger role, but then she eliminated Maxine and Natalia eliminated Becky, and they gave a lot to Natalia. When Natalia was getting a lot, I was like, is this Rumble designed for Natalia? Like Natalia was beating Rhea Ripley's ass and all that, even though she got eliminated by her only. She got eliminated then. So it looks like they're going all in on Natty, like her low-key legend gimmick. But it's just that I don't mind a Becky, Natty, Maxine type of stuff with the new dynamic of Natty being like the dominating heel and Becky being the chicken shit scared heel. It's just that I have seen Becky face Natalia. I have seen Becky face Maxine like 500 times. I don't know if I want that. Like when Kabuki Warriors interrupted Becky on Raw, it was like it was a breath of fresh air that I would see Becky, fighting with other opponents. Other thing that surprised me, like not many returns happened in this Rumble. And also, I didn't expect this many NXT women to come, but Kalani showed up. You had Sol Ruka showed up. You have JC Jane showed up. And Sol Ruka was the MVP of the match. Like, them putting her till the final three showed that they see a lot in her. It's just that now she'll probably be in NXT for a while. I think she's not gonna show up maybe till SummerSlam or till after SummerSlam, because I think probably JC will stay NXT champion, still stand and deliver, and I think Sol Ruka will win the NXT championship of JC Jane there. And JC Jane again, I think people say that JC is not hot. I think JC is hot when she does her like the pose that she does and when she like does her thing with her tongue. But other than that, she was okay. Like the soul Ruka, like the way they shot her giving the soul snatcher of JC, like me and my brother was so shocked when that happened. Like it legit like surprised her. That was great. The thing is, then you didn't have Bianca come back, and Bianca is like, is that finger injury so bad? Like Tiffany tore up shit in her leg, and she came back in 3 months. Like I think she broke her tricep or something, and Bianca broke her like fingers in a WrestleMania match, and she's still not back. Then you didn't have AJ Lee. Like I thought that AJ would be the one who eliminates Becky Lynch, setting up their IC title match at Mania. But no AJ Lee. Maybe she didn't want to be in Saudi. Maybe that is the thing. Now people will say her husband is there, but the thing is things are different. Like both of them can have like different opinions about things. Then no Trish Stratus. I thought that Trish Stratus will be like the legend appearances. We did get a legend appearance in Brie Bella. Brie Bella returned, which I didn't think she would. And you actually had the Bella twins eliminate Bailey and Lara Valkyria. So I don't think it's just for a one off. I think this is probably going to Mania. I think probably we'll get like a multi women tag team ladder match for the women's tag team championship. And you will get the Bella twins and Bailey and Lara Valkyria there. I don't think Brie Bella will sign like a contract like Nikki, like 2 3 year contract. I think she'll have a nice little run till Mania and then she'll go off. But I think that's what's gonna happen. So and that's good also because I think we're gonna get some tag team breakups because the thing is one thing is you being smart and eliminating your partner and the thing is you are rubbing it in their face like Liv was rubbing it in Raquel's face like all smiling and shit and I'm like Raquel is gonna kill you and apart from that, like Charlotte was the Iron Woman, but nobody really in both the Rumble matches, whoever like stayed for long never felt like they were the Iron Man or Iron Woman of those Rumbles. And it was like even they didn't really care. Like they mentioned it, but is this going to be a part of like stories going forward that you stayed there for so long? At least Roxanne had that at least last year. The end, and then Lash Legend, giving Lash Legend spot was good, but then it kind of made me feel like, why am I getting excited for Lash Legend? Because she's just gonna go straight back to the tag team division. Like why not? Jordan Grace had a good showing. Why not? Because Lash Legend eliminated Jordan Grace. Why not Lash Legend be like, you know what? I deserve a title match because I eliminated like a bunch of people and I eliminated you also. Like let's have our number one contender. Then you can have Jordan Grace win that. That gives her more momentum going into a match with Jade Cargill, or maybe Jade Cargill interferes. Then you set up a triple threat match at Elimination Chamber or before that, and you can actually elongate the Jade Jordan Grace feud till Bianca comes back. Like do a triple threat where Jade can pin Lash Legend, and then do a singles match where Jade can defeat Jordan Grace. I think till then, and then Bianca can come back. So you can do stuff with that, but you don't do stuff with that. She's you gave her this much, but then you're not gonna capitalize on it. I just know that you're not gonna capitalize on it. So yeah, in the end, they kind of saved Soul Ruga because she was like dumb. Like you were going to give the Soul Snatcher on Tiffany on the apron. How? Like you are probably going to be the one who's going to get eliminated first, anyways. If you do that, another thing, why are you trying to like throw both of them away at the same time? But I think they salvaged it because they said, "Oh, she's a rookie." So yeah, I think that was fine. So Tiffany eliminated Soul Ruka, and that Liv oblivioned her, like yanked her from the ring apron to the outside, and Liv is the women's Royal Rumble winner. Like this is the winner that everyone wanted, and this is the winner that they got. So I don't think anyone can be angry. I do think there were spots like the things that were happening between Asuka and Kyrie, Io eliminating Kyrie, Kyrie accidentally eliminating Asuka, that could have gotten better reactions if this was in front of any American or European crowd. Like even the NXT stuff happened. Like apart from Soul Ruka, even Kalani doing like every NXT talent doing the best stuff that they have, even they would have gotten better reaction if they were front of other crowd. And it felt like they didn't really care about this match. They were like, okay, let's get this over with. We'll cheer in the men's rumble. And it's like we're hosting a WrestleMania here where you're gonna have a bunch of women's matches. You're gonna have at least three, four women's matches combining both the nights. That's going to be like a pretty long slog to watch those matches then. So I think, and then going on to the men's rumble, I think it was intentional because them showing that Braun Breaker number one thing on SmackDown. Because if this was not intentional, how do you do like the angle which happened? Like if it was not intentional, like if Braun Breaker comes out at number one, and if the Masked Man attacks him, like is Oba going to run out and then eliminate him? That doesn't make sense. I think it was just done to get social media traction, like kind of thriving on the hate that people have towards Saudi and towards the production issues that happen there. So I think that was there. And then man, Oba, when you watch that entrance, that pyro, he feels like a, so you want to beat your chest till it's red. Like it gives you goosebumps. That was fucking Oba Femi. And then like that masked man coming and Oba eliminating Braun Breaker sudden, like Braun Breaker selling, like he was so dazed, he didn't know what was happening. So yeah, like that felt like, oh, this is a fucking Royal Rumble. Like this kind of stuff happens in the Rumbles, which we didn't see this kind of surprise spots in the Women's Royal Rumble. This was like, yeah, this is a good start. And you had a lot of big boys showing up. Like you had Rusev, you had Damian Priest, you had a little guy Rey Mysterio also show up. You had Matt Cardona who got thrown out pretty quick. I don't know why they didn't have Kit Wilson. Like this guy got over so quick. You didn't even have him do a comedy spot. Like what? Was the Saudi crowd going like, was the Saudi royalties not in favor of it? So women cannot wear short clothes, but they can shake their asses, they can give stink faces, you know, and that's fine, but they can do that, but they have to dress like Power Rangers. And then what, Kit Wilson, why they didn't have, like, they could have done something with Matt Cardona and then have Oba eliminate Matt Cardona, like, because you have like a storyline going on. He has popped up so much. You could have done a fun spot here. Another thing that was surprising was the AAA guys that showed up, like two AAA guys. You had Mr. Iguana and La Parga show up, who would have had better reactions if they were in front of US or European crowd. Like the Mr. Iguana sequence was funny. It got like a mild reaction from the crowd. It would have gotten an even better reaction if it was in front of other crowds. And I think Trick Williams, they could have given more to him, but he at least eliminated Mr. Iguana, and I think he eliminated another mask guy, I think, but he got eliminated by Cody Rhodes. Like Rusev came, he those drop kicks from such a big man were good to see, but then Oba just tossed him out. Ray was there also, but Ray also got eliminated. When Jevon came, I was like, oh my god, please do not let him eliminate Jevon so quick. And I'm so glad that they gave Jevon the spots that he got. He got good reactions. He stayed there for long. He was there when you had Penta, Randy, Roman, Cody, like those top guys in the ring, and he stayed till then until he was eliminated, I think, by Brock, I think. So yeah, at least he stayed till that, even though he didn't really eliminate anyone. But him staying till there showed like, yeah, this guy is important. Like this made him more important than the stuff that they have done him on Raw, like all those commercial breaks and putting him against the Americanos. The El Grande Americano stuff I liked. You had Chad Gable come out. He has a beard now, and it would have worked well in front of another crowd. It was good. He's jacked as shit. Another thing, I think that guy is either Finn Balor or he is Logan Paul, because someone was like the beard, like the color, it kind of looked like it was Logan Paul's color beard, and due to the stature, it kind of felt like it was Finn Balor. It felt a little bit short. I think Seth Rollins was a little bit more taller. His legs are a little bit longer, so it was not Seth. I think it may be Logan Paul, and if it is Logan Paul, like I don't think that's enough for like to get Braun Breaker eliminated. Like I don't think that makes me excited. Oh, Logan eliminated Braun, so I'm excited. If it was Finn or anyone else, it's like yeah, like okay, what is Seth is collecting his Avengers or something? Who is this bitch ass who attacked Braun? Yeah, that made sense. The thing is that they had all of this stuff set up that the Vision wants Braun to win, but Braun is out. So maybe now the Vision can be like confused that okay, we wanted to make Braun win, but now that Braun is not here, what do we do? But we don't see those angles in the ring. We didn't see any of that. They did stuff with the Vision, like they eliminated a bunch of people, which was good. Like Austin Theory with the height that he got the kick on I think Bronson Reed. Like they did a good tag team which I liked, but it was just like the things that you set up, you didn't do it. So it's like, and you would have done it. So yeah, it was weird. Then you had Ray Phoenix there who just got yeeted out by Brock Lesnar. You had Penta there in the end positions, which was good. That showed that you care about Penta, and he has been in main feuds also. Even though he didn't eliminate anyone and he got eliminated pretty quick, you had Randy Orton coming near the end. I think the Raw, especially the thing is, man, Jay Uso. How can you regress after being pushed? How can you regress after on Unreal or even reports we saw that they're strapping a rocket to you, that they made you winner of the Royal Rumble over someone like a Cena or Punk, and you regress in the ring, you regress on the mic, you are publicly more drunk than before, you are just like, even your social media is very weird, your affair news is coming out, and now even after you lost the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, they put you in those positions like with CM Punk and all, and then you're tag team champions. You don't know from where to come out. You took so long that Brock Lesnar got eliminated during your entrance. Like, You worked so hard for this, and you like, this is called wasting your opportunities, and this is called the Enzo amorification of Jey Uso. That, you know what, I can be bigger than this, but I have my own spot on the card, my own unique spot. I sell stuff, so I'm untouchable essentially. I am the tag team champions. I am untouchable. I sell shirts. People say heat. So yeah, I am a mainstay here. Please don't do that. And I was like, great. The Roman was like, shut your goofy ass up. Like, you won the Royal Rumble last year and you are turning it back in the ring. Of course you will get punched by Roman, who was like saying that you're not main event Jey Uso anymore. You just forgot about that because he didn't show up for a while. So yeah, Roman was fine here. And Cody was essentially the Iron Man of this match. He kind of felt like an Iron Man. Then Jacob Fatu came out. Jacob Fatu got a good showing there. But just like last year, Roman eliminated Jacob Fatu because Drew McIntyre. Fucking, I think my brother caught it. He saw Drew McIntyre come. I didn't see. Like, Cody was just reeling there, and he got Claymore the hell out. How does Drew not hurt his back when he does those Claymore kicks? Like, the fuck, man, it felt like his head came off or something. And then the thing is, this added an interesting dynamic because Jacob, when he interfered in the Cody match, he just wanted to attack Drew because he thinks that Drew attacked him. But Cody got in the middle of it, so inadvertently Jacob had to fight back. And here also, Drew just wanted to attack Cody. It's just that Jacob got distracted, and even Drew was saying, like, I was only looking at Cody. And like, this creates another dynamic between them, like this kind of miscommunication between enemies also. And the thing is, I think what they could have done is, at least when the women's final four came up, it was kind of unpredictable. But when the men's final four came up, it was not unpredictable at all. Because looking at all the people, I was like, only Roman can win. Like, they're not gonna make anyone else win. Like, one thing I also like that they gave LA Knight that attention. Like, LA Knight came back first to a huge pop, and he looked like a main eventer. He was moving fast. He eliminated both Bronson and Austin Theory. Him and Cody eliminated Brock Lesnar. So I think he got a lot. I hope he's booked stronger going forward also, and not just that it was just one time. Even Dragon Lee was there in the Royal Rumble. He also just got yeeted out. Like, why were they there? Like, why couldn't you put some other people? Like Carmelo, the US champion, was not there. But at least it's good. It means that they want to protect him. Otherwise, if he would have been there, he would have also got yeeted out by Brock and Oba. And Brock eliminating Oba, I don't think it was bad because, Oba was focusing on someone else and he got inadvertently eliminated. But I think it would have worked more better. Like, if you and even Logan Paul putting him in the final four, it's just that you see that most casuals watch it and you're like, oh, Logan Paul, Logan Paul, so we'll put him there. And Randy also, it's like you're doing a story that Randy is like close to the world title, but then he doesn't win it. But then you would do that story even before like final four. Like, you can have Gunther eliminate Randy before the final four, maybe in the final five. I think the final four would have been much more like unpredictable, and like you would want to see that if it would have been Gunther, Roman, Oba, and Brock. I think that would have made the final four more interesting because it would have been like, okay, maybe Oba can win. Oh, they have had Brock till last this long. Maybe Brock can win. Oh, Gunther, maybe he can set up things with Brock. Maybe he can set up things with Oba. The thing is, when these four were there, you're like, yeah, like Roman is winning. Logan is not winning anyways. Like Gunther, he's doing the career killer gimmick, so I don't think he is winning. And and uh, and Randy is anyways not winning. So uh, Gunther eliminates Randy, Roman eliminates Logan with ease, and then you have a final sequence, and The thing is that Roman's still not putting that much work. I don't think he was even there in the Rumble for 20 combined minutes. I think maybe 17, 18 at most. Like Gunther was there for less. He was 30, and I think it was a good choice to have him 30. Now people need to decide, like, does this hurt him? Like him retiring AJ Styles and then get eliminated in the end, does this hurt him? But it didn't hurt him when he was Intercontinental Champion and he was on an unbeaten streak and he got eliminated by Cody. But then that was Intercontinental Championship. This is post World Champion, ending people's careers, Gunther. Or maybe it kind of like makes it big that he was the final two and he ended someone's career, and in the end he got to the final two of the Rumble. I don't know. I think it depends on how they book him after the Rumble rather than what happened in the Rumble. So, like, even the last sequence, like, Gunther was trying to put a sleeper, but he was not fully able to, like, choke him out, get him to the ground. But then, and Roman eventually got the better of him and eliminated him. It's just that I have seen Cody and Gunther put a classic as the final two. And then I get like a 5 minute sleeper to not a sleeper, sleeper, not a sleeper. It's like we could have gotten better than this. But you know, Roman, like, oh, he will not do this shit. So, yeah, Roman won. It was the safe choice. It was the choice which was like, we want a money match. We know people like Roman, mostly people like Roman, casuals and everything. Like, let's go with the safe option. This will tick off all the boxes. And even if it hurts people, it will not hurt the amount of people that will affect us, and it will be like many people will not be like would be like, oh, this is a trash decision. They will be like, ah, they could have done it with someone else. So they put a safe option there. I'm excited for Roman versus Punk because the thing is, maybe they don't have that much hype as last year, but if Romans shows up a little, they put something in their story, and you don't have those Seth Rollins stuff happening, it won't give much time till when people are invested in it a lot. So I think it will be good. The only thing now we have to see, it will it be the night two main event or night one? I think it's going to be night one because they still see the WWE Undisputed Championship as the title, even though the World Heavyweight Championship, since I think Seth won it from Punk and then had his reign, even Punk's reign has kind of made like it's a secondary world title, but it is important. But I think because of that, and also that Roman may be the most popular guy, but Cody is the guy. I just hope that they don't have Cody win the title back again. Have Jacob Fatu win. Have at least one young guy or a younger guy go out of WrestleMania as establishing them as a new star. And you can protect Cody there. Like Drew taking a pin in a triple threat from Jacob doesn't hurt him at all. So yeah, like that was my review of the Royal Rumble. What do you think about the show? What do you think about my review? Tell me in the comment section. If you like this type of content, like this video, share and subscribe. If you don't, then share it with those who do. My social media accounts, which are my Twitter/X account and my Instagram account, links are in the description, so go follow me on that. My UPI ID link, which is Shappa, that OKICICI, is also in the description. So go donate any amount of money which can help me make YouTube a permanent career option. So, that was it for today. So thank you. Goodbye. Alvida.